Next, an MVP player, four-time World Series champion manager, and a broadcaster. He's the only player to ever record 2,000 hits and win 2,000 games as a manager. Please welcome Special Assistant to the Commissioner, Joe Torre.
Good morning. Still morning, right? Yeah, we got it. First up, I just want to say that Commissioner Rob Manfred wanted to be here, but he could not make it today. But I know he made a statement, and I'd like to read it. All of us at Major League Baseball are saddened by the loss of Brooks Robinson, one of the greats of our national pastime and a legend of the Baltimore Orioles. Brooks stood among the greatest defensive players who have ever lived. He was a two-time World Series champ, the 1964 American League MVP, and the winner of 16 consecutive Gold Gloves at third base. And I had the good fortune pinch hitting in 1970 in the All-Star game, and I hit him a very polite ground ball to third base. He didn't really have to work very hard on that one. He was a model of excellence, durability, loyalty, and winning baseball for the Orioles. After his playing career, he continued contributions to the game, working with the MLB Players Alumni Association. It will always be remembered Brooks as a true gentleman who represented our game extraordinarily well on and off the field of all of his life. On behalf of Major League Baseball, I send my deepest condolences to the Brooks family, his many friends across our game, and to the Oriole fans everywhere. That's what the commissioner had to say. And he was extraordinary. I was a National League player my whole career, so I never really crossed paths very often. You know, spring training, some games, or like I mentioned, the All-Star game. But he was just fun to watch. You know, sometimes when you're watching somebody on the other team, you don't want them to do well, but you couldn't help but admire what he did, from even if we were in the opposite dugout. But he's given to the game so much. And you heard it in his Hall of Fame speech. He was so humble. He's a man of great character. Every time you were in his company, he made you feel like you're the most important guy in the world. And he's going to be missed. There's no question about it. He served also on the Hall of Fame Board of Directors for over 30 years. And it just wasn't that his name was on that list. He was very active because he cared about the game, and right to the end. I was very fortunate as a 26-year-old back in 1966. The State Department sent a group of players and former players over to Vietnam to visit the troops. And it was Hank Aaron, Stan Musial, Harmon Killebrew, Brooksy, and I was the low man on the totem pole. But man, did I admire that trip. And Brooksy took me under his wing. In fact, every time we saw each other, one of the two of us would start talking about those 3 weeks we spent in Vietnam. It wasn't always fun, but the troops appreciated our being there. And when you had a lineup of the guys we had over there, that was pretty darn impressive. You know, when you watch our game being played, and the players and these, of course, these players, I can tell you now that I'm no longer with the Yankees, I really admired the hell out of what you guys are doing. I can tell you that right now. playing the game the way you play it, and I'll be a son of a gun. Looks like it's fun, isn't it? It's really terrific. I love it. I love baseball. It's been my whole professional life, and it always felt brand new to me. And you know, Brooks Robbins, as I said, we really got to know each other in Vietnam, and he's become a dear friend. And the last time I heard his voice was in July at the board of directors meeting. He did it on the phone. He's going to be missed, but let me tell you something. He has left an impression on so many people, and in doing so, he's changed so many lives for the better. He's still with us. You know, he may not be here in person, but he's with us in spirit, and what a life to look back on, and something to be proud of. And you know, it's ironic, isn't it? It's 2023, start the playoffs. You know, that's not even fair to the other teams that you have another player up there rooting on you. You know, it's sad that he's gone, but what a life to celebrate. And I'm just very proud to have been asked here to present something today. He was a great man, and I loved him very dearly. Thank you.